Perfect. All right. Well, we will get started for the evening. So thanks for joining us. Excited to share what Bike MS Bavarian Breakaway weekend is going to look like with you all. So thanks for joining. And of course, we're going to start with our mission statement. We always begin our meetings internally, reading the mission statement just to ground us in the work and why we're doing what we're doing. So our mission statement is, we will cure MS while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. Also, just want to do a quick thank you to our local sponsors this year. So our presenting sponsor, once again, is Goyette Mechanical. All of these sponsors are returning from previous years, so we're lucky to have them come back year after year. We have our silver sponsors, Mary's Snacks, Absopure, and Delbane. And then our bronze sponsors are Frankenmuth Brewery, Fago, College Hunks, and Better Made Chips. A quick look at our agenda for the evening and the flow of the meeting. We're going to talk about our champions finish that's new this year, go over the leaderboard and the fundraising clubs, packet pickup information, schedule of the weekend, talk about the routes and a map of the event site. And if you have any questions, feel free to either put them in the chat or you can jump in. There will be time at the end if you have any questions then as well. Champions Finish. So this is something we are adding new this year. We did it at our West Michigan ride in June, which is this photo here. There's also a video of the Champions Finish at that event on our Facebook group. So if you want to check that out too, it's pretty cool. But essentially the Champions Finish is we invite anyone that's living with MS. So whether you are a participant, a volunteer, or just a spectator, friend, and family of someone that's participating, we all welcome you to participate in the Champions Finish. So what's going to happen is at 5 p.m. we're going to have, this is on Saturday. So Saturday at 5 p.m. we're going to have everyone join around the finish line. And as you can see in the photo, all the people walking across there are MS champions. They cross the line together, and we have the powder cannons going off in the back, and we have a little speech beforehand, and there's music's playing, and it's just a really nice mission moment and reminds us why we are participating in Bike MS. I know Kevin experienced it at West Michigan earlier this year and really enjoyed it and was nice enough to send a photo. I believe this is the one you sent me, Kevin.
Okay, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad it
Yeah.
went to some use. Yeah, everyone has the same photo, but it was really nice. I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah. And the one thing I said after we did it at West, I'm like, we need a photo of the other way because what you don't see is behind where this camera's, the photo's taken is everyone is lined up and like, so all of our MS champions walked into like this group of people and it was really cool and special. So at Bavarian, I want to get a photo from each side, which is very fun. So excited to try this out at Bavarian. And just a quick look at our leaderboard, our current top fundraisers and top teams. We have Bruce Cantor, Dan Sheffer, Joe Abramzak, Paul Witt, and David Hawking as our top fundraisers. And then top teams, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Team Ford, Positive Strides, Mark's Family and Friends, and CC Riders. These are our fundraising prizes for this year. So we have 5 different levels with 2 different options at each level. Our prize deadline, so these will be 30 days post-event is when we will pull fundraising totals to qualify for these prizes. After that, about 7 weeks after the ride, you will receive an email from our third-party vendor, Halo, that has a link to redeem and select your prize. So look out for that. And then we also have a different fundraising deadline. So that's for the top 20 club, which is 60 days post event. So even after this prize deadline, there's still time to qualify for our top fundraising club for next year. And then, of course, we have our event t-shirt with the medal. There's a nice blue ribbon this year that everyone has really liked. We have our Club K jersey, so anyone that raises $1,000 or more will receive this Michigan jersey, and you also qualify for our VIP bag. That's a drawstring bag from Fago, and then just has a couple goodies in there for you as well. And then anyone that has opted into the I Ride with MS program will receive this jersey here on the right. And all of these you can get at Packet Pickup, which we'll talk about here in a minute when those times are. And of course, also, if you qualify for the prize jersey, so $1,000 or more after the event, I will be trying to track that as best I can and reach out to you. But if you notice it, please feel free to send me an email or give me a call just so I can make sure that I can get your size and ship you out a jersey. We want to make sure you get the jersey you earned and you're out there wearing it representing Bike MS. Team awards for this year. So we have some new awards that we're adding. The first one is the Big Wheeler Award. So this is given to the team that has the most team members out of everyone. And this will be announced at the Saturday night program. We have the Bierstein Award. So this is going to be a traveling trophy that goes from team to team every year. And this is going to go to the top fundraising team at Bavarian Breakaway, which we'll also announce at dinner on Saturday. And then the Multiplying Spokes Award. So this is awarded to the team with the highest percentage of team member growth from last year. So just some extra ways to recognize our teams, not just for fundraising, but recruiting team members and recruiting new team members. And all of those will be handed out Saturday at the dinner. On to packet pickup. So Friday evening, we will have a packet pickup availability from 4:30 to 6:30. This is going to be at the Harvey Kern Pavilion, which is where our start finish line is. We'll have a setup inside, so you'll be able to get your packet, get any of your t-shirt, jersey, any of that kind of stuff as well. And then, of course, Saturday morning from 6:30 to 7:30. And then if you are someone that's just riding on Sunday, there is availability Sunday morning to get your packet as well from 6:30 to 7:30. Just some frequently asked questions is, yes, someone else can pick up your packet as long as you have reached the 250 minimum and you have a signed waiver on file. So if you registered online, you signed a waiver, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we also will have registration available during those times as well for anyone that wants to participate and haven't signed up yet. The registration fee will be $70, and then there's the addition of the 250 fundraising minimum, which if you don't have at the time, that's fine. You still have all those post fundraising dates that you can meet that minimum. We'll be happy to have you ride either way. Some key things that are inside your packet. So you are going to have your rider number, which we want you to put on your back on your outermost layer so we can see that you are a part of our event when you're out on the road. And then also on the back of your bib is going to be some information for you to fill out. It's just medical information that we can have quick access to if it's needed. You will have an event wristband. So your wristband is going to have a rider support number on it. So if you need assistance out on the route, if you're lost, if you have a flat tire, anything like that, you call that number. And Fred, our lead ham radio guy, is going to answer that, and he will help you out and make sure you get taken care of as fast as we can. And then also just a bicycle number, so a sticker that has your rider number on it as well to go on your bicycle. We have a couple lodging options available. So we do have tent camping available on site in front of the pavilion. You will see on the event site map here in a little bit exactly where that's going to be. This option is free. We just ask that you fill out the form on our website so we know that you are staying camping with us overnight. We will have shower trucks available and there will be overnight bathrooms available as well. There is some electricity available. It is first come, first serve. Typically, everyone that wants it gets it since we don't have too many people that camp, but we do have one big pole that has the electricity outlets on it, so you can hook up your extension cords for that. But as I said, first come, first serve. Then we do have two block options, one at the Bavarian Inn Lodge, which is just across from the start finish line. We do have some room rates available. I believe, oh, I am so sorry. These are not updated. The correct numbers are on the website. These are last year's numbers. I will say the rates have increased quite a bit here from last year, and that is due to the addition of the water park that they put in. That you all may remember them moving the big tubes for the slides in the middle of the event last year, which was interesting. Um, and then also there's the Frankenmuth Motel. This is a more economical option. This is where the staff stays. We've stayed there for years. It's a great place, and it's like what 2-3 blocks from the finish line. So it is a very close option as well. Some people will stay in Birch Run if they're looking for a cheaper option and don't mind a 10-minute drive, 10 to 15-minute drive to the start finish line in the morning. Our event schedule for the weekend. So on that Friday before, you can start setting up your tents for camping at 3 p.m. And then, of course, we have our packet pickup. Some important things to point out for Saturday, day one of the ride, is there will be breakfast available from 6 to 8 a.m. inside the Lions Club, which is attached to the back of the pavilion, which I will show you on the event site map as well. Check-in and registration opens. The route is going to open at 7 a.m. and everyone must be on the route by 8 a.m. Just so that we make sure that you're still with the group. If you show up after, we may have to sag you out to the first rest stop, but we will assess that situation if it happens. There will be some lunch available on the route, which includes sandwiches and whatnot. And then the opening to the Century route closes at 12 p.m. So if you plan on doing the Century route on Saturday, you have to be to the opening of the Century Loop by 12 p.m. We will have a beer garden available, which will be between 1 and 6. Beer will be provided by Frankenmuth Brewery. So a shout out and a thank you to them. And then we will have our dinner back at the pavilion between 3 and 6 p.m. If you have any friends or family that are attending the event and would like to join you for dinner, they can pay $10 for that. It'll be queued up barbecue, so we will have a bunch of barbecue for everyone to share and enjoy. The route will be closing at 5 p.m., and that is when we're going to have the champions finish that we spoke about. And then the Gear It Up celebration, our little program will start at 5:30. And then after our program, feel free to head on over to Frankenmuth Brewery. They will be offering a discount to any Bike MS participants all weekend long. So just let them know that you're with Bike MS and you'll get a discount on your bill. Sunday runs pretty much like Saturday. We have breakfast at the Lions Club, packet pickup and registration if it's needed. Route is going to open at 7 a.m. For this one, you have to be the opening of the Century Route by 10 a.m. So a little bit of an earlier start. And then when you get back to the finish line, we will have lunch provided by Frankenmuth Brewery again. Huge shout out to them. They do a lot for our event, which we really appreciate. And then the route is going to be closing at 3 p.m. Usually it is 5, but we did some route changes this year, which I will get into in a couple slides here as well. So 3 p.m. route closes.
A quick question, Jeannie.
I Yes, I just
No,
realized
it's
I
about
said
it's
some.
a yeah, it's about the breakfast actually.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I'll let you do the century one. So the
Yeah.
breakfast on Saturday, it's gonna be similar to the one that's always on Sunday.
Okay, so Saturday, thank you. This is a great question. Saturday is going to be more of a continental breakfast, so like bagels and fruit, coffee, juice, like that kind of stuff. And then Sunday, we will have a hot breakfast, so pancakes, eggs, sausage, along those lines.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Yep,
that's what it's been in the past. I was just
yep,
wondering about that. Okay, thanks.
very similar, yes. And I just realized on the slide it says Century Route, which we do not have on Sunday anymore. I apologize. I missed that. That one got past me when I was proofing these slides.
You got me all excited there.
I
Fine.
know, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Is it gonna be a 50-second
Yep,
day?
so we'll have 30 and 50 like we
Okay.
did at West, and we will still be hitting the Orchard rest stop on Sundays, so everyone is still going to get their cider and donuts. So I know that's what I would be worried about.
I remember one time with Joe, we stopped twice
Yeah,
for
yep.
cider and donuts. Yes, we had
Hmm.
to.
They're good. I don't blame you. All right, so the site map here of the start finish line, everything is nice and close. As you can see here on the left, we have our parking lot. Over here, we have this orange arch is where our arch is going to be. And then we are going to drive out south down this road. Um, for those that don't know, the Bavarian is literally, I don't know if you can see my mouse moving, but it's literally like right on the other side of this parking lot. So if you stay there, it's very close. Out here in the field is where we will have tent camping, and our shower truck is going to be right here in this area. Typically, we have these bathrooms open overnight. Sometimes they let us keep the main bathrooms to the pavilion open as well, so there'll be many options to use a bathroom after hours. And then inside the pavilion here, it's very large. You can enter in through this area. We'll have packet pickup, registration, food and beverage, just about everything is inside this pavilion. And then attached to the pavilion is this little fenced in area, which is where we'll have our beer garden. So there'll be tables to sit at and hang out. There'll be yard games there as well, um, music playing and whatnot. So just a good place to hang out, and you can see the cyclists coming in at the finish line pretty easily as well. So you can cheer them on as they come back in. I've been talking about the Lions Club. That is this building right here that is attached to the right of the pavilion. So it's right there. The best way to get to it is just to go through the main entrance of the pavilion and cut through, go through the set of doors right there. That's the easiest way to get there. And then I know we kind of already touched on the routes already, but the start finish line is at the pavilion, so it's great to start and finish in the same place. On Saturday, our route options are 30, 50, 75, and 100 miles. And then on Sunday, we will have the 30 and 50 miles. This is a change from previous years. A couple things went into this decision. First and foremost, we were really thinking about the safety of all of our participants. We want to get more people on the same routes together. There's a lot of people who end up riding together and don't see anyone. So we just want to make sure safety in numbers out there as well. Um, Also, it helps save costs, less supplies we have to get out to all the rest stops that we would have with the additional routes. And then also, it's just been tough getting volunteers these past few years. So it's really a lot easier for the society and the staff to be able to fill those roles and have well run rest stops for everyone. Already mentioned that the route opens at 7 and you must be on the route by 8 a.m. The routes are on Ride with GPS right now, which you can find the link on the event website to that. And we will have paper maps available on site. So if you prefer those will be available. Two things about Ride with GPS. wait till the morning of or the night before to download those routes onto your phone. If there are any route changes made after you download it, it doesn't update to your downloaded version. So you'll have to re-download it. So just wait till almost the last minute to do that so you know that you have the correct routes and following the correct things. We will have, this is new for our events. We just got them after this past ride and a suggestion. We will have a couple of phone chargers out at probably the lunch stop for people to juice up their phones, because I know the Ride with GPS app tends to drain people's phone batteries. So those will be available for everyone to use this year. And then we will quickly touch on what the route marking is going to look like for those of you who have not participated before. So each route has its own color. So the 30 is green, 50 is white, 75 is orange, 100 is yellow. So what we do is you will follow all routes will follow orange until directed to turn. So say you are doing the 50-mile route. You will start out doing the orange route, and then when it comes time for you to separate from the group, there will be markings that you'll start seeing for white. Then you would follow white, and then it's going to put you back in with our orange 75-mile route, and you will join back in and start following orange again. And we will have signs on the road that look just like these arrows here in the picture. And then also on the ground, we will have painted these cherry bombs. So straight, obviously, up and down, turn left is to the left side, and then turn right is to the right. So there'll be very visible of what you are supposed to do. And also on those paper route marks or paper maps, it will state these colors in case you get confused, so you can remember where what color you're supposed to be following. And then, of course, we just need to go over some safety things. We want to make sure we have a fun, safe event for everyone. So rules of the road, just make sure you're obeying all traffic laws, all traffic sign and signals. Stay to the right. You want to be on the rightmost portion of the road as you possibly can. And just make sure that you're leaving about 4 feet between your handlebars and parked cars and other hazards and other riders. Look and signal, avoid just blindly following the leader into traffic. Make sure you're paying attention even if you're not leading the pack. We do not allow headphones on this ride. We want you to be as alert as possible, so make sure you do not have that. And make sure that you are never riding more than 2 abreast at a time, and do not impede traffic. And then just make sure we're communicating with our group that we're riding with. Use terms such as stay on your left, slowing, stopping, car back, any warnings for gravel, potholes, sand, and tracks. So just make sure we're talking with our group to make sure that everyone stays safe during the event. That concludes my presentation here. Of course, we can take any questions if I missed anything or if you want me to clarify anything for you, I'm happy to do so. I know we ran through that pretty quickly. And if not, feel free, here's my contact information, my email, my phone number. Feel free to reach out and I will be happy to help you. Our website also is full of information that you can check out as well. We have our Facebook group, which there is a link to that on our website, or you can just search Bike MS Michigan and join that. That's where you're going to get a lot of the most up-to-date information if anything changes. Just a quick way for us to communicate out to everyone.
Is this a new phone number for you?
This is my work number.
Okay. I have a different number for
Yes.
you that seemed to work. Okay, never mind. Okay, thank you.
We do have previously we didn't have we weren't able to link it to our cell phones. So I used to give out my cell phone, but now that we have an app on our phone that connects to our work line, I can chat with people on site on my phone if need be, which is more helpful. So that's that. All right, well then we can wrap it up here. Thank you everyone for joining us. The ride is going to be here before we know it. Everyone do your good weather dances to make sure that we have dry, nice weather for event weekend coming up. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a good
Hey,
evening.
thanks, Jay. Bye.
Bye.